Yo, Peep Gang. So I'm gonna give my thoughts on the Super Bowl, the halftime show, and some of the spectacle and all that, and social media stuff's gonna probably get brought in because it's pretty relevant to when I talk about that. My thoughts on the halftime show. First of all, look, congratulations to the Eagles. You guys did what you set out to do. You are Super Bowl champions, and you gave the Chiefs an ass whooping. Man, they got man shit. I ain't never seen Patrick Mahomes run around like that in my life. It like and not running to find time, like kind of running to get away from hits, like running like oh no, they're coming to get me. It was yo man, look. Anybody who saw the final score and probably didn't watch or may not have watched the Super Bowl, look, let me tell you something. If you think 40, the final score is what the game looked like and really was, no, it wasn't. The Eagles were up going into the third quarter, not the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter. At one point, 40-6. They got their asses kicked. And the Eagles defense did not blitz once. That front four destroyed, annihilated. I wish I could think of some other word. Destroyed, annihilated, eviscerated, whatever. Dropped the bomb. I don't know. That offensive line got annihilated. Shoot, there's a couple plays. Patrick Mahomes, he got the ball hiked to him. He's a shotgun. Got the ball hiked to him. Set his feet. And the pass rush was there. And anytime that Patrick Mahomes made some positive plays and getting out of harm's way and running around and making something a positive out of a negative, holding. Man, them boys was holding. Them boys was holding on to the defensive linemen of the Eagles like their senior prom day. It was ridiculous. That was an embarrassment. And those picks that Patrick Mahomes threw, those are some bad picks. But I know why he threw them. He threw those picks because that pass rush, he started seeing some ghosts. Because they're getting to him like that. It was crazy. And here's the thing. Their best passer, Carter, I think that's his last name. Carter, Jalen Carter, I think. Forgive me. He jumped out. He didn't have any stats. He jumped out on the screen, off the screen for me. I saw where he was everywhere. He was just taking up blocks. He was taking up blocks and letting his other guys shine. That was the Eagles pass rush was disciplined. They forced him to just stay in the pocket instead of letting him get loose. I mean, he did escape the pocket and get loose sometimes and made some throws. Guys were dropping balls. I can't believe Travis Kelce dropped that pass for the first down, and D-Hop was open on a key third down, and he dropped the ball. That one was surprising. I was like, oh, no, he does not. He dropped the pass. That was an ass whooping, man. And that final score does not reflect the ass whooping the Chiefs got. They got whooped like a bad child. They got beat like they stole something. And okay, now for my thoughts on the halftime show. I enjoyed the halftime show. I enjoyed it for what it was and what it represented. I did like Samuel L. Jackson dressing up as Uncle Sam because like when he went on, he said when he got to the part of the show when he said, "Oh, you brought your homeboys with you." Deduct one life. That part, that's when as soon as that happened, like, I know where he's going. Already know. I picked it up like that. And for people to saying, I don't get the meaning of it, or you guys try to act like we dumb because we did say we didn't like the show. I mean, if you ain't like the show, because he's like, look, I was expecting this, they want my thing. Cool. You don't gotta trash it. You know? When Beyonce performed in the Super Bowl halftime show, I think she had something that represented the Black Panthers because it was the 50th anniversary of the Black Panther Party forming, the original Black Panther Party. Huey Newton, the guys that They're the reason why we have sickle cell research and why WIC exists. Okay, though that was Black Panthers. And then people came out against her and all that, you know. I was like, come on, man. Like, I didn't really pay attention to that halftime show because personally, I'm not really a fan of Beyonce's music. I'm not gonna say she's trash or not. She's not for me. That's it. But it seemed like that similar energy is now coming now because of what Kendrick did in his performance with the divided flag, with everybody dancing around and how the dancing around and had an attention to it. And I'm gonna say this: that performance was not for the masses. That performance was for his demographic. You know, he made it seem like Kendrick took the advice. I think the saying is that I make art. He doesn't make art for people to enjoy it, for the people. He makes art he enjoys, that he wants to share with the people. And that's probably the best way to approach art. Because if you're thinking about, if you a songwriter and all that, you think, I gotta make a hit for everybody and all that, you're gonna limit your artistic thought process, I think. Sometimes you just gotta come out, or just leak out the pen or the brush or whatever the art is. But if I had to rate that out of the performance out of 10, I'll probably give it about 8.5 to a 9. I do love the symbolism. I did love Samuel L. Jackson dressed up as Uncle Sam, narrating the entire performance. And there's a lot, in my opinion, there are some hidden messages in there and all that. But I have to talk about this. The Wayne fans, the Lil Wayne fans. Lil Wayne's done this thing in the hip hop industry during near the end, during the Snap music era / the end of the Snap music era. Give him credit, salute to him, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you Wayne's fans something. Stop getting in your fucking feelings. Especially when I've said this about Wayne. Wayne is a terrible performer. I've seen him before the Lean. I've seen him before the Carter series. He's never been a good performer in my opinion. And that's my opinion. From when I saw, I'm not watching Wayne perform. I'm just gonna listen to his music, keep moving. I'm not watching him perform. I'm not wasting money on that. So for people getting mad, that's gotten mad about, Lil Wayne wasn't being up there. No, Jay made the right decision, because the thing with Wayne does have some mental health issues for sure. I'm not going to discourage that or all that or poo-poo that and what have you. But he is known to be late to his shows. I've seen people writing online against people who love Wayne saying, no, I've been to a show of his. That thing was a snooze fest, or said that was a weakest show. He showed up and I'm like, damn, I wish I had my money back. So look, I know Wayne got a big fan base, but the right person got the gig. And I think if Jay-Z could go back in time and hear all the rumblings and everybody complaining about Wayne not performing in the Superdome, I think he'll pick Kendrick again. That's all I gotta say on that. And another spectacle, Taylor Swift got booed when they showed her on TV, which I think that's more political. They showed Trump. That was a mix of boos and cheers. I did see a picture of some Chiefs fans flipping the bird to him. I thought that was hilarious. But man, it was an interesting Super Bowl day, because that game was not interesting. That game was not interesting after the third quarter. I gave the Chiefs a chance. I'm like, yeah, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. We seen Tom Brady come back down 27-3. So I'm gonna give him that, and it didn't happen. So again, congratulations to the Eagles becoming Super Bowl champions. The Chiefs, you gotta get that O-line. You gotta get that O-line right if you trying to go back to the Super Bowl again. Excuse me. because that was atrocious. That was an embarrassment. And the halftime show, that was a solid to great halftime show in my opinion. And it also showed you don't gotta just perform all your hits to make a good show. But people are entitled to their opinions. It is what it is. Be easy, everybody. Deuces.